y'all. Bad Mike told you time and time again.
All right, Kev, we live right here. We live right here. Huh.
What in the entire fuck was that?
I told y'all I was not worried about players. I told y'all from the very beginning what I was worried about from the fucking beginning. I'm kind of blown away, bro. I'm blown away. I am absolutely blown away. I, I don't even know what the fuck. I don't even know where to start, bro. I have no clue where to fucking start.
What in the
I don't know where to
entire
start. Every
fuck?
time we try to do this, oh, I got this faith in this person, this son of a bitch, it never works out. We wanted to stay in the past. We wanted to stay in the past and give Raheem a fucking chance. Get his coach. This is an absolute fucking travesty. We had a. This is where the biggest mistake is. You had a three-man rush, and guess what happens? He's wide the fuck open. How do you get wide open with a three-man rush? I am fucking baffled. Don't you motherfuckers ever, y'all better not ever in your motherfucking life try to argue with me about some fucking Raheem and his head coaches. I don't give a fuck what type of coaches and none of that shit. Y'all keep that shit to yourself. This is, oh boy. Wow.
Who y'all want for y'all next head coach? Who do y'all want? Who do y'all want for y'all next head coach?
I am fucking appalled.
So you
fucking appalled.
So y'all Raheem lovers, this is for you. Y'all Raheem lovers, you got the loss that you wanted.
I'm telling y'all start that fucking bullshit. That block button is gonna be on automatic, goddammit. You say any motherfucking thing right here on this fucking channel right here about Raheem Morris, you getting blocked. I fucking promise you.
No, this is what they wanted. The Raheem lovers wanted culture over wins, so you got it. You got it.
Three-man rush. Your defensive coordinator, you the defensive guy, you allegedly the defensive guy. The offense looked like absolute horse shit. The wide receivers played, they was all, I don't know what the hell, the wide receivers looked like they wasn't prepared for any motherfucking thing.
Yep. Now, when you put it in perspective, the Skanks lost. I don't know if the Panthers lost, so Tampa's out front. That means we got to play that much harder to win the division. If we'd have won, we would have had a leg up on all of them.
Embarrassed ourselves again at home. Y'all wanted to relive this fucking Dan Quinn 2000 bullshit, and look what we got.
Oh, Jalen Walker played. Jalen Walker was out there. It's just the fact that we came out playing like Ulbricht's defense, and then somehow Raheem went in there and whispered in somebody's ear, okay, start doing the shit. Pull your skirt up just a little bit. Glaze them ankles just a little bit more.
Rush, and a man is wide open for the touchdown. A three-man rush, and he's wide open.
Yep. This is what y'all wanted. Y'all want culture over the win. Y'all got it.
Fucking incredible. Fucking incredible.
You got
fucking incredible.
You got your smiley black face, man, with the little chiclet teeth. Yeah, you got it.
Game shouldn't have even come down to a fucking field goal.
Nope.
You let these men march down the field in a three-man rush and the guy wide open. Wide open. Wide open. I'm seriously calling ICE to have a Younghoe. Fuck you. Look, fuck Koo. This game shouldn't have never even been in his hands. I truly appreciate you. I appreciate the 49, but Koo, yes, he fucked up. But we had the lead, and you gave up a touchdown and a 3-man rush. So that's about, you got at least 6 to 7 DBs in the game, and you still gave up a deep pass. Wide fucking open. Wide open. Wow.
In the entire fuck that I just watched here.
You did?
I am fucking, look, this is the first fuck. I told y'all from the very beginning, I'm not worried about no players. I'm worried about the defensive coordinator, the offensive coordinator, the head coach. I told y'all that this shit was gonna fucking happen.
Yep.
We got another quarterback that is a phenomenal player. The dude is, Mike Penix had the game of his freaking life.
Mm-hmm.
This is how you play at quarterback. This is how you play at quarterback. I am sick and I am tired of looking at the sideline and him with that stoic ass look on his face. Like, oh, I don't have to do nothing. Oh, I don't have to do this. And I don't have to do that. The best thing that he did all damn day was call timeouts. Our wide receivers were pathetic. They had about 5 drops all freaking game.
Yep.
And the guy, hold on. A guy in Kyle freaking Pitts that everybody said was a bum was the fucking star of the day. Think about that. Go ahead, Kim.
Yeah, I'm about to say Drake London had about 4 drops today in itself.
Yep.
Like you said, in that in the fourth quarter, Michael Penix went to on consistently the one guy that Falcon fans hated the most, and that was Kyle Pitts. And Kyle Pitts came up with 3 crucial catches in that fourth quarter. But as a special teams guy, what the fuck was that?
He was nervous.
I can't look. Damn it, Koo.
He was nervous.
You know, you know, I'm a special teams guy. You know, this is kind of like I said. Bradley Pinion punted his ass off today.
Mm-hmm.
We had good coverage in the punts all day.
I'm gonna tell you something, and I know Drew probably gonna expound on it. There was lack of discipline at times on that defense. There was lack of discipline. I know everybody want to pat Rook on the back. Rook shouldn't have been in that position either. You should have had enough discipline to just be hands off, even if you had to fall on the ground. It was lack of discipline. It was to me, they were playing scared. You don't play conservative in no division rival. You come out attacking, you consistently attack. Baker was trying to figure out who these Falcons were when he got on the field. Like, who are these people? How are they getting to me? Y'all let off. You unfocused, and you got caught up in the big lights. And what happened? You lost. And like Drew got one saying he always say, momentum. Momentum. There was a lot of fucked up things in this game that lost us momentum. So now what we doing? We scrambling to win.
This man had a 3-man rush. Okay? A 3-man rush, and the guy was still wide open in the secondary.
Oh man, we got another super chat, man. Go and highlight that, Mike and Jew. What's going on, Jew?
What's up, Drew?
What up, man? I'm gonna let you go ahead and get the super chat.
No, go
Okay.
for it. Please, you please read it out, please, sir. Please, I'm really pissed off right now.
Go ahead and
It
get a
says
super chat.
it said the coaches failed us multiple chances to make it a two possession game in the first half, but they couldn't capitalize. They kept the door open.
Yep.
Shout out to Sigs and Cereal for the 4.99 super chat.
Thank you,
Go
brother.
ahead, Juice.
So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be honest with the people in the chat. I missed the majority of the game. I only seen highlights and things of that nature from the game. But Juan just said it. Y'all know what I say after every single game. There's 1 to 2 to 3 plays in the game that'll win or lose you the game. I'm gonna start at the end of the game. Younghoe Koo, you had a chance to tie the game. You missed. You got one more straw, and then we're gonna go to Lenny Creed or Kenny Creed, whatever his name is. We're going to him because we ain't got time for. I talk about it every single year. You had one job. They got you in field goal range. You missed. End of the story. End of the game. I know that sucks to say, well, dang, you gonna put it all on him? It ain't just on him, but when the opportunities present themselves, you got to make plays. Just me looking at the box score, Penix handled his business. I seen his little scramble score at the end when he scored a touchdown. He did everything in this game that he put the team in position to win. I consistently say this year in and year out with our Falcons. When plays are there to be made, you got to make the plays. How many times have Adam Vinatieri missed in the Super Bowl when the game was on the line? He didn't. He didn't miss. He was automatic. Tom Brady get him in field goal range. He makes the field goal. You always talk about complementary football when it comes to the Falcons. When one side of the ball is down, the other side got to lift them up. He drove us down the field. Penix did his job. Got you in field goal range. It wasn't a 50-plus yard field goal. You should be able to hit 44-yard field goal consistently. So I'm not making no excuses for nobody. Now I didn't see the game, so you guys talking about the drops and stuff like that. I didn't get to see the full game, so I can't criticize the drops and stuff like that. What I can criticize is the key points in the game. And when points are on the, present themselves, you gotta score. You gotta put up the points. That should have been a game going into overtime, point blank in the period. When I was looking at it, I was following the game. I'm like, okay, well, we're in field goal range. This should be automatic from Younghoe Koo. He missed. That's what you cannot afford to do. That's the bottom line. When plays are presented, you gotta make the play. Period.
You
Rook.
gave
Oh,
go-
roll your boat. That's one of the plays that you talk about. When Baker Mayfield is scrambling out, once he throws the ball, you don't have to necessarily touch him no more. And it's very ironic that after that penalty, that's when Tampa scored. It's a whole lot of plays that was left on this field the whole game. Like you said, wide receivers dropping the ball. Bijan Robinson damn near fumbling
dropping.
twice.
He had two. He had
Dropping
two drops.
passes. Being too predictable with Tyler Algier and running the ball up the gut.
They ran that
Like
play
you said,
about 10 times all game. They ran the same exact play until they started moving Mike around and using his legs. That's when things change. It's just not that type of game anymore, y'all, where your quarterback can just stand
not
in the pocket. You got to move around.
like
It
I
was
said,
predictable.
like I said, I'm gonna follow Mike on this one. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. This was all on the coaching on all
Yes.
3 phases of the game. Raheem Morris, Zach Robinson, Jeff Ulbrich, all the coaches failed this game.
So many penalties. And like I said, the wide receivers look like they weren't even the wide receivers just look like absolute trash today. I'm disgusted by Drake.
Drake,
I'm fucking disgusted by him.
Drake London looked like 2005 Roddy White out there today.
Slow dropping dropping so many easy passes, getting holding penalties on big. He was pathetic.
The fact that Kyle Pitts was the go-to guy on the final drive, well, in the fourth quarter in general.
Just in general, yeah.
Said everything in this game that we needed to say.
Kyle Pitts made plays because Kyle Pitts was focused on the play. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Kyle Pitts made plays because he was focused on the play. He didn't care if any defenders were near him. He didn't care if he was getting hit. Did you see the way he did? He caught the ball. Every time he caught the ball, defender came up to him. What did he do? He used his body. He mushed them and kept it moving. He fought. He was not. Drake was worried about getting hit. Okay? Bijan was worried about the play in itself. They were not focused. This is when I say playing scared, that's what I mean by playing scared. You worried about everything else around you but your job.
I'll be honest with you, with Bijan outside of that first drive, Bijan played like shit today.
Yeah, he did.
He played like shit today outside of that first drive, out of the first 3 plays.
Let me tell you the Falcons' biggest mistake in this game. They were worried about making mistakes. That's what that was. Mental mistakes. They were worried about making mistakes, so they made them.
I'm gonna have to slightly disagree with you. I don't think it was mental mistakes. I don't think they were prepared offensively. Those wide receivers like the wide receivers looked like they had no interest in playing football.
They weren't focused. That's what I'm saying. That you can tell.
Unprepared to me. They look absolutely unprepared. They look like they had no. It looked like because I saw several times. There's a reason why I'm saying this. I saw several times where Mike Penix is talking to Pitts. He's talking to Casey. He's talking to Drake. All those guys. They had no clue on what they were supposed to do. You got the young quarterback, essentially a rookie quarterback. Let's keep it real. He's essentially a rookie quarterback, even though he's in his second year. But the dude is a fucking leader. The Falcons are going to be good with him at quarterback. And thanks to Abraham Razzo, I'm confident we always got a chance with Penix. I'm confident with that. But it's the thing with me. I'm just not. I'm not. I am more disgusted with Raheem and Jeff Ulbrich than I've ever been with any, and I mean any coach. These guys shouldn't be getting simple pack. You should not. A guy with like Jesse Bates and AJ Terrell, I don't think people realize how bad this is. A guy, you have a 3-man rush, and this guy is wide open. On a 3-man rush, that means you got 7 DBs in the game. 8 DBs possible. You running a single high cover 3 concept with a 3-man rush. That shit don't make any sense. That don't make sense.
No, it don't, because you don't got the personnel for it.
That was cover 3.
Yeah,
it was cover 3.
Who do we know cover 3 from?
Yeah,
it's the same Dan Quinn stuff. I tried to change. This man brings in people so he can run the same Dan Quinn bullshit. Okay? It doesn't work. It never will. I saw more man out of the Bucs than I have ever seen the entire game.
Because of how we came out in the first quarter. That's why they weren't man. You know what shocked me? Ray McLeod actually made a very thoughtful play. I was shocked.
Well, Ray McLeod and Kyle Pitts were the most consistent guys in the club for the Falcons offense. Bijan Robinson had 124 total yards and 1 touchdown. Guess what? Half of that shit came in the first 3 plays of the game.
But you know what?
Tyler Algier couldn't run the ball. They couldn't run the ball with Tyler Algier neither. So what ends up happening here, if you can't run the football, then you make the passing game easier for Michael Penix. But the problem is you can't make the offense that much better when your number 1 wide receiver is dropping the fucking football.
Right. That's it. That right there. And thank you, LT, for the $20, man. We truly appreciate it. I trust me, I know your pain. He's laughing through the pain, y'all. Believe me.
And
Yeah,
guess
he
what?
is.
And guess what happens? Now you're telling the next 3 games, this is how you defeat the Falcons. You're telling Bryce Young, who just lost. I think, quote me on it. I don't know. I ain't checked. But you're telling our next division rival, who we got to play, how to beat us. You're telling every other team how to beat us. Right here is where we would have set the tone for the season and say, oh, them Falcons come to play. Yeah, we got to watch out for them. You just told them how to beat us. So basically right now, and like Kev said it while we was watching, yeah, we miss Caleb McGarry. We do.
Okay, let's see. People now Caleb McGarry and how important he is to the offensive line. Now y'all know why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wasn't surprised. I was kind of disappointed.
We over here were the only defenders of Caleb McGarry. Now you know why.
Right. And on top of that, you see how many sacks Mike Penix took by not moving the pocket? You see how many sacks? You saw that one sack where kind of like hit him in the back. You get hit any harder than that, that's a back injury. Guess what? Game over for your quarterback. You get hit like that the wrong way, your back is shot. No more playing.
I really am appalled about what I'm saying. This team just looked like it wasn't ready. It's not disciplined. The defense is all over the place. You shouldn't at this point in time. This team been together for 2 years, 3 years or so. A lot of these guys, it was a lot of mistakes. They weren't tackling well at all. It was just a mess. Just a mess. Like I said, it's game 1, but I'm not seeing anything different. We saw Ebiketie in the game. I don't know why he got so many fucking snaps. And look, maybe I got to go back and look at the snap counts, but I didn't see enough of Jalen Walker for my liking. I didn't see enough Pierce for my liking. And I know there's a process. But Ebiketie, he got to stop. This shit with Ebiketie got to stop. He get close to the quarterback and he just he forgets how to play football. It happened all game long.
Look, I'm gonna say it like this. We didn't see Leonard Floyd like that.
Nope.
I'm be honest with you. We didn't even see David Onyemata like that because they had Zach Harrison running his position damn near the whole game.
Yeah,
and we shout out to Zach Harrison because Zach Harrison did his damn thing.
I think you got something to say.
Go ahead, Drew.
No, I just got a couple questions for y'all, and then I'm gonna let y'all have it because I need to step off. But I got a couple questions. Like I told you guys, I didn't see the full game, so I don't want to just speculate off of the parts that I did see. So a couple questions. One, I heard Drake London had a shoulder injury. Is that serious? Do y'all think that's serious? Did he return to the game?
He
Or did
looked like he
leave the
was
game?
flexing. I think he was just flexing it, but shoulder injury, you just don't know with it.
Okay, but when he left, he never came back, right?
No, it was a 4th quarter. It was like a few minutes,
Okay.
5 minutes or so left in the game when he went out.
Okay. Second question I got 3 questions I'm gonna get up out of here. Second question: how did Pearson Walker look when they got snaps? So they didn't get enough snaps for you to kind of tell.
They didn't get enough. They didn't give enough snaps to really see if they was really worth the damn.
Yeah, they would for the ones they got, they were decent. You know what I'm saying? I know Walker got wrapped up by one of the old linemen. You know what I'm saying? But as being a rookie, that's gonna happen. But they weren't terrible. They just didn't get enough to really, how you say, rate them.
Gotcha. Okay, so my last question, and then I got to roll, fellas. So in regards to stopping the run, like I seen Baker Mayfield. From what I've seen, he had some scrambles today where I was like, dang, he got 10 yards, like he averaged 10 yards on every scramble. Was it looking like last year? Like was he scrambling up the middle?
Yes,
How was he getting those scrambles?
Yeah. The thing about it was the Falcons stopping the run wasn't the problem. The
No,
problem wasn't stopping the run.
he talking about Baker Mayfield stopping the
Oh,
run.
talk about Baker Mayfield. Even with Baker Mayfield, it wasn't really a big problem because he really only got like 2 scrambles out of the whole game.
It was basically catch and contain that was wrong. But a lot of times we got pressure on Baker, but a lot of times we didn't have that contain to keep him from making a play downfield. That was the problem.
But the thing is, it's not that.
Hold on. Let me get this off my chest. You had 3 interception opportunities that were dropped. 2. Let's not forget that part. 1 by Xavier Watts, 2 by AJ Terrell. Could it have been a difference in the game? We don't know. Like you said,
so
it was like. Go ahead, G.
I don't mean to cut you off, Kev. So I got to get ready to run, but y'all answer my questions. What I think with this Falcons team, the biggest question mark I had going into it was Penix, and based off of his stat line, based off of what I seen, it like he played really well. So going into next week, we got Sunday Night Football against the Vikings, and they have JJ at quarterback. You know, they got a questionable quarterback. I think the Falcons have a good chance of winning that game next week. I'm gonna hope that this has something to do with they didn't play in the preseason with Mike saying they look ill prepared. I don't like hearing that, especially when you say Drake London didn't play well, because you guys know I'm a huge Drake London fan. And to me, he's one of the 5 starters on this team. So with him not playing well, we know that he should bounce back next week. But at the end of the day, we still got to do the fundamentals. Missing field goals, like y'all talking about tackling, the stuff that I'm hearing, I don't like it. I'm being honest with you guys, and I know y'all don't like it either, but I'm definitely going to do my analysis, go rewatch the full game so I can get my analysis on it. But from what I'm hearing, I don't like what I'm hearing. Even though it's the first game of the season, what a Coach Unchained always talk about. Even if you're unprepared as players, you got to own up and take responsibility. Drop passes is unacceptable. We've seen that out of CeeDee Lamb dropping passes on that Thursday night game. You cannot, if you're the number 1 dude, Drake's supposed to be that dude trying to get that big contract, drop passes is unacceptable.
Yeah, and if we're basing off of next contracts, just the overreaction side of things for the next contracts between Drake London and Kyle Pitts, it make it look like Kyle Pitts may be worth more of the money for a next contract than Drake London, just based on the way he played today.
Man, Kyle Pitts was amazing, man. Kyle Pitts was amazing. I really truly he blocked his ass off. He blocked his ass off. They would use him as a tight end, and then when they needed him to step up to be that receiving threat, like he was fucking amazing. Like I said, I think we with a quarterback like Mike Penix who knows how to get these guys in the right position. I just love with it. As I pass it to LT, I'm just gonna say this. He'll be back, but I'm gonna just say this. And like I said, I'm disgusted by our coaching staff. I'm disgusted. There's nothing about these guys make me comfortable whatsoever. Nothing has changed. This team looked like exactly what it did last year, and that's disheartening. We're talking about day damn one, Gina. Day damn one. This team looked exactly the way they looked last year. Good quarterback play, and then the defense. When you need them to make a stop, they can't make stops. And then you got Younghoe Koo missing field goals. Riley, whatever the hell his name is, missing field goals. This is the exact same thing we had last year. Nothing has changed.
That motherfucker looked like Riley Patterson today. Hell, the field goal he made. The field goal he made before, he doinked that bitch in there, which scared the hell out of everybody. Like, oh Lord, please, hopefully that's just an anomaly. That all of a sudden this motherfucker kicked from the left hash mark and missed wide right.
Mm-hmm. I don't get it. I don't get it, man.
LT, what's going on, man?
He made me a prophet again. What
That defense look exactly the same.
You know what? Before you go, LT, I want to say this, and Mrs. Styles pointed this out when we watched the game. Why the hell is it look like we snapping the ball? Well,
Every time. Yep.
She was saying like, why does it seem like that the game when we was getting the plays, it was like less than 10 seconds left on the goddamn clock. What was going on with that?
Coaching. That's why I said. Go ahead, LT. Go ahead, my bad.
I was just gonna say coaching. Like I saw that too, and I was asking questions, but I was like, I don't know. Maybe they done incorporate some of that Kyle Shanahan offense into our offense this year. Don't know, but that's exactly what it looked like. And that was coaching. You can't get the plays in, and your guys don't. It's like Penix have to decipher the defense in a timely fashion. But that you're not doing your young QB any favors putting that type of pressure on him. Now, kudos to Penix for actually making the most of the situation. For me, what Penix did in this game, he raised my confidence level in him. So I'm getting more comfortable with him as my franchise quarterback as he continues to play. But that coaching staff, oh God!
Let me get this in right quick. Dirty Bird. Nobody said about you got to hear what we talked about. Okay. Nobody said this. This is not the same team. Okay. Let me rephrase that. This is far. All right. This is not the same team. This is not the same personnel. The personnel is different. What we saying, it looked like the exact same plays, the exact same moments in games. It looks exactly the same. Like the coaching, when you have that problem, when the team looks exactly the same and they're making the exact same mistakes and the exact same offense, like this is what we had last year. We had that same issue last year where guys they were dropping passes. The offense couldn't run the ball at times. It's two things that I'm really disappointed in. Really disappointed in. I don't think that defense with Jeff Ulbrich has changed. I don't see anything different. I really don't see anything different.
Yeah,
I
like
Divine Diablo was amazing. No, Divine Diablo was absolutely amazing in this game.
When I say that it's the exact same, it's not personnel, my boy. This is one of the better talented Falcons teams we've seen probably since between 2016 and 2018. But when I say the same, is exactly the coaching. Like the play, like you said, moments in games where you feel like, okay, if we convert here, it shows there's a different side of us. It literally was the same thing. I don't watch that. Remember when we had Ito Smith playing running back for us, and they'll run like a dive play with Ito Smith up the middle. That's not me
again. You heard that's not the linebacker LT. What his name is? Who does the commentary? He said they ran that same play about 15 times in the first half, and they kept trying to do it.
I tweeted that when he did that on the goal line, and Bijan got stuck. No, was it Bijan or Jonathan? One of them got stuck. But when I seen Warner go in motion, the first thing I said was, and when he got stuck, first thing I said was, well, that was easy. Y'all been running the play like 4-5 damn times. Like the minute you see Warner go in motion, you follow Warner. Like, what are you doing? Matter of fact, in one drive, they ran the play back to back. They ran it to the left side of the line and ran it again to the right side of the line on back-to-back downs. Like,
I'm gonna tell you something. To Penix credit, they saw this in the first week of training camp. Penix has the ability to look at the defense and kind of ascertain what they're gonna do before they do it, which is to why he had such a good game. He was able to sniff out what they were able to do, but the players around him weren't able to capitalize on that. A lot of times, like you said, when you see him escape that blitz, a lot of times he sees that before it happens. Jeff Ulbrich and them picked up on that in training camp.
I put out a tweet on Twitter though. I put out a tweet on Twitter and I asked the question. I said, well, I didn't really ask the question. I said the defense gave up a late game score. Michael Penix fit to live the Matt Ryan life, isn't he? Fantastic game, but your defense stuff is up.
So hold on. So I got a question for y'all on this. Do you think just based on how they called this game in that fourth quarter, did it seem like to y'all that they kind of took Tampa for granted up until that point?
Yep.
That's a fair assessment.
Yep.
They listen. We got that big play for that touchdown the first drive, and mother thought it was to be a rout. But I'll tell anybody one thing about it, and we all know playing football is like boxing. You take that first punch, how you gonna respond? Once Tampa settled in, they locked in, offensively and defensively.
Well, it's basically the old saying. Basically, experience whoop talent, and I blame it on the coaching, because if you did all this roughshod training in training camp, all this exotic shit that you was doing, then that shit should have played on the field. But when I heard the announcer say it seemed like they were playing conservative, that let me know all I need to know. You came out playing scared. You came out playing not to make a mistake. Because here's the deal.
Let me say this first. Let me get out the Bucs life. I don't know what talk, but if you expect me not to talk, you really don't know me too well. So, congratulations on the win. But you know damn well that y'all wasn't confident in that win. But it is what it is. Truth, go ahead.
At the end of the day, it was the first game of the season. It's a division rival. Got two good football teams. I think both these football teams are playoff teams. There are a few mistakes you got to clean up. And let me go ahead on and piss a lot of y'all off now. Reps in the preseason ain't got jack shit to do with what went on today. You're dropping balls in your hand. That's inexcusable. I don't give a fuck how many reps you had in the preseason. Missing a goddamn wide right on the goddamn on a chance to tie the game. They ain't got shit to do with reps in the preseason. In fact, he got reps in the preseason. Okay, one dude said reason why we needed reps because we had false starts. We had two false starts on the same fucking guy on one drive. Wilkinson played the whole fucking preseason. So we can shut the fuck up with all that goddamn reps in the preseason shit. We scored in 3 plays on offense. In their first 2 drives, they went 2, 3 and out. So take that excuse and shove it up your motherfucking ass. I don't give a fuck how you take it. Game balls go to Penix, Pitts, Ray McLeod, Washington after he recovered after the first drop. They made up their mind they weren't gonna let 7 beat us. Good game plan by the Bucs. The game's about adjustments. The Bucs made adjustments. We turned around. We readjusted it. We readjusted to them. It came down to Koo didn't do his job. Koo needs to be released and cut. And I'm not a knee-jerk reaction type person. The reason why I said Koo needs to be released and cut is because he missed 9 field goals last year, and we gave him a pass and brought him back. And lo and behold, it comes down to him just simply doing his job, and he didn't. He needs to be cut, and we need to have a new kicker next week. That's where I am on that. As far as the coaching, I'm not gonna go in on the coaching too much. I think on the first 4th and 1, if you're gonna run that play, get your heavier back in there to run that play. I agree with Mike when Mike. Why are we calling the timeout right there, giving the defense a chance to gather themselves? That was Raheem's. To me, his only mistake. He challenged when he was supposed to challenge, even on the. But here's the thing: on the drop pass in the end zone by Drake London, We could have used that timeout on that last drive. We got that timeout on last drive. Penix probably would have got us in the end zone. But I'm not gonna go in too hard on Raheem for that. It's a play he felt like he should have challenged, and he did. He won 2 challenges. He lost that one. A lot of people going. I see a lot of people complaining about the play calling. I can complain about the play calling to a certain extent, but when I look up and see where we had 8 drops, that ain't on the play calling. We got to look at it from all angles. In my opinion, hey, it's week 1. Hey, let's get ready for the crash. Go ahead, Mike.
Let me say this. Everything you said was right, but when we having the same results every year on both sides of the ball, see, you think about this one side of the ball. It's not just a one side of the ball issue. It's the exact same things that we lost, how we lost games last year.
Mm-hmm.
The exact same way. When that's happening, you can't say that it's talent anymore. It's the same way. We lost 5-6 games last year on one possession. Exact same way. That's no longer talent. So the talent kept us in the game anyway. But what sets them apart is the coaching, being ready for it, having an answer for it. Like we didn't see Pierce or Walker damn near the whole game, but we kept the exact same thing. We kept the veteran guys in there. We kept. I didn't even see Leonard Floyd in, but for whatever reason, they just got
Leonard Floyd probably played like about
Every kid is the most inconsistent guy that we have on the defensive side of the ball.
But I didn't see Leonard Floyd at all.
I didn't.
My thing is, don't get me wrong. Even I tweeted out and said, like, cool, you can't keep doing this. And I'm a Georgia Southern supporter, but I can't keep having you miss game-winning field goals or game-time field goals. But before I crucify my kicker, I'm definitely going to crucify my team, my coaching staff for us losing the exact same way, because that defense look exactly the same when it comes to on the field. Like the first couple drives, I thought, like, okay, we might be making a change. Next thing I know, I'm looking at Mike Hughes playing 20 yards off again.
And playing that's what gave up the touchdown. They went conservative again. That's coaching. That's coaching.
First of all, when Caden Ellis was covering, that let me know Raheem put them had basically put him in.
Oh my God! See, that's another thing that this is coaching again. They get Raheem gets so enamored with guys. He rewards guys even if they fail miserably. That's the problem. This is a coaching issue.
But you know what?
You're not putting. I just want to say
let him get in. You go after that.
My bad.
When the contrast is when Caden Ellis was in his right position, he got home. And I've been saying this all last year. The reason why we lost these games on the defensive side of the ball is because it was mismanaged. You put Caden Ellis in his position, he does fine. He gets home. You have him covering, you see what happens. That's all right here. Because they ain't no way hell Jeff did that shit.
And you know what, Warren? A prime example of that, even though Caden missed the sack, the fact that he got hands on Baker and forced him to move and Pierce almost got to him tells you what you just said is exactly what my mindset was. Because as long as you
stop right there. That's the issue I got. What you just said. For years, we've been almost getting home too much. Caden Ellis, you got to get that man on the ground. You running in there like a bat out of hell. All you got to do is just grab the man and put him on the ground. But hey, everybody want to make the big hit. He's supposed to got Baker on the ground right then. Period. We've been almost getting home too fucking much. We're getting home, but we're not getting them on the ground. Get them on the fucking ground. Period. Get the man on the ground. It's football. It's real simple.
Here's my thing. We can talk about Zach Robinson's play calling. We got to remember.
All right, Don, stop eating, okay?
Hell,
Not
I'm
as
eating
me.
too. I'm eating too. Shit, I got.
Shit. I'm sitting here eating on some goddamn Tootsie Rolls, nigga. I'm good. But I'm not going to shed on Zach Robinson's play calling for the simple fact that once he got here, this was a top 10 offense overall. Not top 10 passing offense, not top 10 rushing offense, top 10 offense, period.
I think even Penix had about almost 3. I think he was like 2 yards, 3 yards away from 300 yards. So he had a good day as a quarterback. Like our quarterback is the real deal. It's the small intricate details of football that we're not seeing from our coaching staff. These guys weren't prepared. I don't care what nobody say about it. This team was not prepared offensively. And he said, this is the part he said he's not a defensive guy. He said that. Raheem said, so if the offense dropping passes, jumping off sides, false start, like these are things. It wasn't too many holding feelings, and that was a good thing. I thought they did good. I was absolutely amazed by how good Newsel was as a center. Yeah. He pretty much handled I'm about to say DeMarco Pico, DeMonte Pico, but whatever the heck his name is. Vita Vea. But I was actually because Todd Bowles always have a top 5 and top 10 front. Those guys are legit up front. So I'm not worried about the offensive line. And I'm not worried about Penix. And I'm not worried about Bijan, and I'm not worried about Tyler. I thought the play calling, at times was, where it needed to be. It needed to be consistent because you still got a young quarterback. So I'm actually with you, Kev, on that. It's just the things that I'm seeing as a coaching staff. We're losing the exact same way. That's coaching, y'all.
I do want to give Wilkinson some credit because don't get me wrong, I understand he had penalties, but Wilkinson literally just got here like a week.
Wilkinson had a good game, bro. He had one
game. Wilkinson been here for 2. He been here for about 3-4 years. He's been one of the guys that we bring in when we need, when Caleb hurt. He's been here for about 3-4 years.
Oh, I never knew that.
My thing with that is they didn't run the ball enough to even figure out if Wilkinson was even a factor.
Well, they said they said he was good because when you don't hear a lineman's name called, it was good. I'm with Mike on this part. I'm not going to call so much Zach Robinson. What I have a problem with is, again, and I'm gonna die on this hill by myself if I have to. Motherfuckers was not concentrating. You are in the game. You too worried about the other shit going on. It's just like when you be at work. If you at your job and you kind of zone out, you fuck up shit. Whether it be assembly line or anything. If you lose concentration, you fuck up your assignment. Bijan's assignment is to catch that ball and run with it. Drake's assignment is to catch the ball and run with it. Them
the two that had the most drops.
They were not focused because they were worried about the shit going on around them.
Look, think about this. You had 8 drop passes offensively and 3 drop interception opportunities on defense.
Yeah.
So in total, you had 11 drops.
Right. And I'm going back to Kyle Pitts. And I'm gonna go back to Kyle Pitts.
Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on, wait a minute. I gotta confirm to see it is, but we're gonna start kicking it down because we got the AFN crew. They're gonna be doing so everybody gonna get their takes. But I want to confirm this before I see it. But just give me a second. Give me a second to confirm this. He said Myles Garrett said that. Oh wow. Oh yeah, I don't see a Cook.
What?
So basically, what he's saying, Raheem Moore did not explicitly say yes or no as to whether or not kicking competition would occur this week again with Lenny Craig and Younghoe Koo, but Yeah, I don't see anybody that said that. We got to stop making up bullshit if we don't don't know. Y'all got to stop making up bullshit in regards to Younghoe Koo. So we will see what happens in that regard as far as Younghoe Koo is concerned. But yeah, it has to stop. It has to stop. Something needs to be done about it. So we'll start with Juan, Truth, and then LT, and then Kid. Now we'll close it out.
Pretty much next game, they need to sit the fuck down and they need to be different. They need to stop doing the same shit. It ain't working. If you was testing the waters this game, we fucking failed. We cannot keep doing the damn Atlanta Falcons experiment, tiptoeing through plays to see what works. Run the plays that work for the players you got. Now you know what kind of quarterback you got. Use that. You know what I'm saying? Stop fucking up. Because I'm telling you, Blank got that pink slip. Whether people want to believe it or not, whether you care if I say it or not, he got that pink slip. That's why I keep asking y'all, what kind of head coach y'all want? Because if you fuck up this season, your ass out of here. Your ass is out of here. And ain't no excuse. If you're going to get this season away, let us know now so we can get you up out of here. Point blank, period. I'm done.
All right, True.
Make sure you catch me in the morning with the weekend review. We're gonna deal with the Monday morning crash out. Um, I'm gonna give my hard takes. I'm gonna put my I guess I get put my channel in the chat. Is that what I need to do? I don't know how that work.
I'll handle that.
Okay. At any rate, we see you guys. I'm gonna see you guys in the morning. I'm not finna let the Falcons fuck the rest of my day up. Um, I'll see you guys in the morning, man. Hey,
Okay. All right. So what was saying? I think he's done with the Falcons. Younghoe Koo is um done with the Falcons. What happened was he was in the locker room for a minute. Uh, Michael Penix indeed talked to him, but before the media got in there, he shot the hell on. D. Orlando Ledbetter said we couldn't find Koo in the locker room, so he not even man enough to stick up to his fuck up. So I that's bringing in Lenny Craig. We don't need that type of bullshit on this team. We need no coward ass bitches in our team. GD, he says, new season, more of the same. This is an 8-9 football team, average at best, exciting to watch, but cannot be taken seriously. Home for the playoffs again. And I truly appreciate it, brother. Um, yeah, we'll go ahead. LT finish it.
Hey, Raheem, if you ever see this, get the fuck out the way, man. Let your coordinators do their fucking job. Get the fuck out the way, man. I'm tired of watching my team lose the exact same way. We got rid of Dan Quinn got this job 10 years ago. And we were losing like this from 10 years ago up to now. Get the fuck out the way, man. I'm tired. I'm tired of watching my defense not come up big. I'm tired of watching my corners play 10 yards off the receivers. I'm tired of not being able to run the damn ball. You can't get 1 fucking yard. 1 yard. Football's a game of inches. You can't get a yard. You're not going to win football games. It took God to help Michael Penix to keep a drive alive for them to get a touchdown. But you can't run the ball up the gut. Get the fuck out the way, man. Fuck.
All right, Kill.
Boy, that is one of the worst ways that you can lose a football game. Like you said, man. I'm just keep saying it again. Even with Younghoe Koo in that situation and how bad that played out, 8 drops by your wide receivers and running backs, and 3 drop interception opportunities from your defensive backs.
Yep.
10 that came back and bit us in the ass. Now, speaking on the Younghoe Koo situation, like I said, once again, y'all know I'm a special teams guy and how much pride I take in special teams. And how much of a defender I am of Younghoe Koo and what he has done for the Atlanta Falcons. Like you say, if that is true, that he feels like he's out of here or he doesn't want to face the scrutiny of losing the game, hey, I'm like this. We don't need motherfuckers around here that cannot face up to their own fuck ups. What Truth literally just came with a quote with us just this weekend.
Yep.
Face your failures. Don't run away from them.
Yes. That's cowardly. We don't need cowards on this team.
We got
You
enough
missed the
cowards in the
field.
fan base.
You missed the field goal at the end of the game. Okay, yeah. What? Yeah. You're gonna get criticized. You're gonna be crucified, and the people like me that support you are gonna get crucified. But if this is one of those cases where you feel like you're going to be out of here or you're going to want to be gone because of facing said backlash, this team doesn't need that type of energy.
From the
Is
way,
Lenny Craig? Is that like you said? Will Lenny Craig be a kicker in the future for the Atlanta Falcons within the next few weeks? Possibly. But the thing about it is with Younghoe Koo, it don't matter about the drop balls, the dropped interceptions. The criticism is going to come from the last play that wasn't made, and that was your kick that went right wide.
Right. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I seen on his face before he kicked that ball, he was not sure of himself. If you go back and watch the film, you watch Koo's face. Koo was scared shitless. Why? Because you still worried about how you performed last season. I study people for a living. I'm telling you what I know. Koo mind was in 2024 and his body's in 2025, and that's the result of it. And I'm going to revert back to Kyle Pitts. You can tell when a player is focused on the assignment by how they play, their body, how everything goes. Koo was not ready to make that kick. He knew he wasn't.
If y'all got more questions out here, I'm sorry, everyone, but if y'all have any more questions, AFN is going to start at 6 o'clock. So if y'all want to throw some super chats in there to extend the time for a little bit, we'll do that. But yeah, go ahead, Will. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of these players. I said it 2 or 3 shows ago. I said what you want is the players got to want to win more than the coaching. But what you want for your rookies is to make sure that they don't get caught up in the big lights when they get on the stage. It's a whole different thing when you out there training with your buddies at training camp and in preseason games, because you know it don't count against you. When you know that if we don't win this game, it's gonna count against us. That's a whole different mentality you got to deal with. And a lot of them had mental fuck ups because they was not here. All this hype around the game, but no focus in the game. So I hope this ass whooping loss that we got will translate to when we play the Vikings. Because I'm telling you, to give y'all a snapshot, literally we would have basically right now we'd be running away with the division. Right now. We shouldn't wait till everybody decide to get their stride and want to try to pick up. So I know this game won, but they got to do better. They ain't get no mercy on this because they could have won the game.
You know what the fucked up part about all this shit is? You wanna know what was fucked up about this game?
What?
These Falcon fans want to talk so much shit about Kyle Pitts and how much he didn't
Yes.
get the
Yes.
yards.
Right.
That in the closing moments of the game, Kyle Pitts was the most targeted guy in that situation.
Right.
And the guy that everybody loved, which was Drake London, didn't come up with a catch when they needed it the most.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Ty Bowles did one thing that was diabolical. Ty Bowles said, "Okay, Pitts is a given. We gonna focus on making sure after Bijan made that touchdown, they said that's who we gonna stop this game. And Drake London, we gonna keep him from going off." To them, Ty Bowles didn't. To Ty Bowles, it didn't matter if Kyle Pitts got the ball. Let me tell you what I'm saying. This is why I'm saying other teams are gonna learn how to beat us. Ty Bowles didn't care if Kyle got the ball because they had already had their mind made up. We are not gonna allow Bijan to get another touchdown in this game. We are not gonna allow Drake to go off. They made their mind. That was the adjustment that was made in our face, and ain't nobody talked about it. Because when Kyle got the ball, I'm like, damn, ain't nobody paying him no attention. And then I'm gonna tell you, other teams are gonna watch this shit. So don't be surprised if the next couple games they try to stop Bijan and don't give two shits about Kyle Pitts. You heard it here first.
So, my bad. Warren, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, so I don't know if anybody got any more questions on here, but we will be going live shortly. AFN will, and it doesn't bring me any pleasure to really talk shit about our coaching staff, but I don't think the offense was really prepared. I think one of the biggest mistakes that I see coaches do, they penis gets so hard for players.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, they penis get really hard for players. And they draw up plays just for single players. That's what I saw. I saw that. I didn't see plays where it was any screenplays. I didn't see a lot of screenplays at all. I think that they believe in Michael Penix so much that they were just like, look, we're gonna come up with the basic shit. Like we saw the same play like a good 10 to 15 times with Tyler Algier and Bijan Robinson. The same play. They come in motion, they go right, they go left, and they hand the ball off in the middle of the middle of the field. And Gemini man, this is another thing. I was like, this is why I'm so disgusted by this. It wasn't enough play action for me. The
Right.
traditional play action, the play action that we talking about, yeah, it's the play action, whether it's bootlegs, wasn't enough it wasn't enough movement in the pocket for me with a guy like Mike Penix. And the thing, looks, man, telling y'all, this Mike Penix this dude is a star. Okay, this guy's a star. He's a freaking star. And the pistol is fine. The pistol is fine, y'all. I don't think I have a problem with the pistol. The thing is, it's not enough movement when you're in the pistol. They just stand there. This is the exact same playbook with Kirk Cousins. But the thing is, when you have a guy like when you got a guy like Michael Penix, you should want to move the guys around in the pocket. Move, go. It wasn't enough boundary plays for me when it comes down to Mike Penix, because he has the ability to escape out of the pocket.
But you know what, Mike? Maybe this loss is a good thing, and I'm looking at it like this. Now the league has seen, now the media has seen, now the team has seen your quarterback can make a touchdown if you want to. So now you got to go back to your playbook and open it up. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I truly believe in the psyche of it. They thought that this was going to be like a Kirk Cousins type game where Michael Penix was just stuck because the announcer was like, well, he doesn't really like to lead the pocket. Well, you got to give him plays that forces him to lead the pocket. That's what he can move, but you got to give him that. But the fact that he had to go and make touchdowns to try to stay in the game, now you can't be conservative anymore. You got to get his man plays where they move. We didn't see no wheel routes. We didn't see none of that.
Nope.
And that's the problem. If you'd have switched it up, you already had the defense confused in the first couple downs of the first quarter. All you had to do was consistently do that. Todd Bowles and them didn't know what to do. They didn't.
No, I don't think Pitt. I like the thing is too with Kyle Pitts. Like Bowles don't have a fucking clue how to guard that man.
No.
He's been tearing their ass up for the last couple of years since he's got in the league. Kyle Pitts is the real deal. He just needs a better offensive coordinator, a play designer, and he finally got a quarterback. Like I said, I am absolutely blown away by Michael Penix and his ability to throw the ball. This guy's gonna only get better. And like I said, the dude can actually move around in the pocket, y'all. That is amazing.
First of all, this young man slipped out of a blitz. Then he stayed in the pocket even though it was collapsing around him and still made a play. That shows you how laser focused he can sniff out plays before the ball is snapped. You get on one accord with your offense, there is nobody that's going to be able to stop you. And that's why I was surprised at the plays, because he wouldn't have held the ball as long as he did if everybody was open. This is why Todd Bowles went to man. He went to man coverage because he forced Penix to hold the ball so they could tee off on him. This is why I say experience beat us, but we beat ourselves first.
Outside to the run, outside to the left was so predictable. It's such a bad play call on fourth down and pistol where the Bucs sniffed. The thing is, it wasn't the pistol that was the problem. The problem is, even when they was in shotgun, they kept running the same play. Even when they was in base formations, it was the exact same play. They just ran the ball right at Vita Vea. And like I said, it was a dumb game plan from the very beginning. And like I said, it relied too heavily on Michael Penix's abilities to throw. And he's still a young guy, but it was just a dumb game plan. I don't think these guys were prepared, man.
And Zach Robinson, coming from where he comes from, he should know better, because number one, the one thing that's good about the pistol is the pistol can give you you can get different plays out of it with the same look. The problem is you didn't utilize it. Number one, you don't run at Vita Vea. That's like running at a brick wall. Up the gut for Tampa that's not the area. That's the area of strength. When you saw Bijan cut to the outside, that you kill him on the edges. You kill them on the edges because their defense has to spread out. We don't have Caleb McGarry that can open up the hole on the right side, so Bijan can run through. So what you got to do, you got to adjust it. But you don't run him up the gut. He's not Tyler Algier. He's not a bruiser. And Tyler has with less weight, he's a bruiser, but not against Vita Vea. No. You keep them guys to the outside. You make their defense chase you. You don't make them bunch up.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm just appalled. I'm kind of disappointed. I'm disappointed for the simple fact that we're just seeing the same. I'm just seeing the same play. Just seeing the same play. And I'm just talking about defensively. Offense, we'll get that together. I'm sure of that. But defensively, We still won't play guys. Like I have no idea why we didn't see a lot of guys on the defense side of the ball. And I didn't see enough Floyd. And like I said, maybe I'm wrong. I hope that I'm wrong in that regard as far as the snaps that everybody get, but I didn't see a lot of I did not see a lot of Leonard Floyd. I didn't see a lot of Walker. I didn't see a lot of uh Pierce. I'm just kind of disgusted. I saw way too much. I saw way too much on the Ibikitty in key situations, and that's just disgusting to me. It's disgusting. Leonard Floyd is a better player. We don't even know what we got in Walker and Pierce, but we just playing on Ibikitty like he's a 8-time Pro Bowl or something, and it's just too much. And this is coaching.
Yeah, I think they got comfortable. What happened is after that first run where we played balanced football for maybe like 7 minutes of the game, I think what happened is because if you looked at how our defense came out, everybody had the same mentality, attack. So we attacked on offense and we attacked on defense. Then what happened is, this is how I know Raheem got into it. You got comfortable, so you took the guys that made the difference out.
My God.
And put the guys in. Yeah, you put the guys in you were comfortable with. Yeah, you start.
I saw him. I saw him actually talking on the headset, y'all. So he got involved with that defense. Mm-hmm. He got involved again. This is the thing that we talking about. Like the most pathetic aspect of this defense that I saw is that you rush 3 in a key situations. I don't know why defensive coordinators and coaches always do that. You play 3. You rush 3 guys. Why are you rushing 3? That hardly ever. You giving the quarterback. Baker Mayfield is a good fucking quarterback. He's a great quarterback. He may not be elite, but he's a great quarterback. You giving him more time in the pocket to make decisions. That's not smart, y'all. That is bad coaching.
I've said it many times. If you look at the game, Baker Mayfield, when he can't make a throw, or when Baker Mayfield misses too many throws, he gets frustrated. Quarterbacks like that, when I see you get frustrated, I'm going to put my best pass rushes in, and I'm going to frustrate you the entire game. Why? Because I know you're going to throw wild passes that my safeties may pick up. My corners may pick up. That's the whole thing. And when I saw Baker getting frustrated, I'm like, good, keep it going. We let off the neck, and you went into that soft zone again.
Mm-hmm.
And then what? But now the fortunate thing is, that we didn't allow them to dink and dunk. Because if Baker had been dinking and dunking, the score would have been far worse.
Mm-hmm. I love Diablo. That boy is very good. I love what I saw from him. That boy is really good. So you got a question. Even though it's the first game, do you guys think Dahlman run blocking? No, I'm fine with the running game. The thing is, the running game will get the thing is what you got to understand with the running game with the Atlanta Falcons, it's going to be that much more dangerous because you got a quarterback that can move around. So even we ran the ball, we didn't run about. And like I said, this is a Todd Bowles defense. He's a legendary defensive coordinator. He is very good. So I am not disappointed in this Atlanta Falcons running offensive line, not running the ball well, because that's he blitzed all game. We didn't have a lot of gaps. No. So that's another reason why we didn't run the ball a lot. Because they had every gap. They was blitzing at least 5 guys. Almost every play.
Todd, and not to cut you off, Mike. I said this 3-4 shows ago. Todd Bowles likes to blitz, and I said he's going to blitz for one purpose: to test your quarterback. Because in the first drive, when he seen that they weren't getting home and Penix had a lemonade stand back there and was throwing, he was like, we can't keep doing this, because Penix, we'd have put up 21 points on them before they knew it. So what he did was he said, okay, we just going to blitz. I'm just going to switch it up. And what happened is we got predictable in the run game. See, the one thing about this offense is to get Bijan and Tyler going, you got to get that rhythm. Once that rhythm is established on that run game, it's hard for any defense to stop it. It's hard, but Ty Bowles is smart enough to know, okay, we gon' they crowded the box. They forced Penix to throw to see if he could throw. And then what he did was he said, oh, okay, so I know you can throw now. We're going to get it man coverage. So we're going to force you to hold the ball long enough for us to get to you because he knows Penix can get the ball out in less than 2 seconds. He knows that. So he did exactly what he was supposed to do. I'm going to force you to hold it. Either you're going to hold it or you're going to run. And I'm going to blitz you. That's all he did. It wasn't nothing extravagant. It's just experience beat talent. And our coaching allowed them to beat us.
Like I said, most teams don't have a V-to-V in the middle of the field. And like I said, that comes with the territory. So I am not upset with our offensive line because, like I said, this is a Todd Bowles defense. It's those moments what I was talking about with this with the calls. It's like when you look, I see it like this. I don't care what you do. I'm going to beat you with my best players. I'm going to play my best players. If I win or lose or don't, I'm going to put my best players out there in crunch time. Okay? In crunch time. If I win or lose, hey, you just a better team. And I don't think we did that. We didn't see enough of our best players in those situations. And that's what my thing is. So I'm like I said, man, we're gonna end it right now. But we appreciate man for joining us, man. Like I said, didn't go our way, but we got all week to talk about it. And that's all I got to say about that, man. That's all I got to say about that. Y'all enjoy the rest of your coach. Them will be on in 15 minutes on Atlanta Falcon Nation. So y'all head over to Atlanta Falcon Nation. We got some other people that's probably I don't know if Smith is still on, but y'all can head over there. But this coaching got to do better, man. This coaching got to do better. We had this man was 2 yards away from a 300-yard game, our quarterback. So we know this dude is a stud. This coaching got to do better. This was terrible. And that right there is the bottom line. Because Mad Mike said so. Peace.
Later.
Put your eyes back in your head.
Like flavor.
Pry their eyes open and force them to see the truth. We will skin the sheep and sacrifice the weak. The unholy alliance has arrived.